Alright, here we go. For our first time streaming with this new name. So, yeah, Fanboy Steve, that is. Alright. Okay, time to get going. So, yeah, I got this quest that I need to get done and out of the way before I do the event, as well as these two hangout events too. Might do those actually as well. Potentially. After all this other stuff, of course, but yeah.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
As if in the blink of an eye, there have been many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment.
Huh? What's up?
Oh. Be careful.
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's
Okay,
get into
well, hold on.
a little.
It's been a while since I played Genshin.
This moment will be frozen. Let's spark things up a little.
Oh, yikes. Okay, come on. Alright.
What's the...
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
What?
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kazuha?
Oh.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look
Sure,
like you
it'd
know anything
make a little bit more
anyway.
sense
I'm
about
wasting my
Anima
time.
Traveler for this cutscene anyways. But oh boy, Kazuha's on the run, huh?
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Couldn't agree more. Very smart, for once.
Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy
Oh, no.
gets to challenge Kazuha to a
That'll
duel,
just be nice.
he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
I can't say for sure, but I feel like there's more to it or something.
Maybe a little.
Or fighting styles are kind of similar.
But then
Or their
again,
fighting
most people
styles
look
kind of
pretty
similar.
much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Oh dang, looks like they got new expressions for the Traveler. A strange and friendless road. A Sir Palmet, Chapter Act 1. I swear something about the Genshin's music is so majestic. But anyways. Alright, so kind of speedrunning to finish this character story quest so I could just get onto the event, not to worry about this.
Well, do you
And
know
then maybe
where
that one
Kazuha
other
is?
event as well.
You looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Two.
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
What in the world?
If it's because of that battle on Mizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention.
Oh,
Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
you could compare it to the technique Beto used to strike down Haishan.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Oh dang, so he's getting
Just
popular
a little
now.
while ago, this would have been completely
The Shogun probably
unimaginable.
wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Raiden Shogun's mindset has changed.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right, then.
It's kind of weird that
I'll
the two
just
choices
stay here
connect
and carry
together.
on trying to fend off the
Kind of
crowd.
makes no sense. Wow, that's pretty far. Oh, this place again. It's been a while, huh?
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of
I know you
goodwill
hate this
on
guy.
behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have
You know,
built up
something
over
tells
the
me that
years.
the guy who's trying to find Kazuha just to fight him or attack him is probably trying to test his skills against
The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation
Kazuha.
to use this
Okay.
opportunity
He's
to
the
restore
almighty
the
great
honor of the Kaidahara name.
Inazuma.
Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I've heard a thing or two.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations.
So
into
sorry
those
about the
matters.
noises.
We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Sorry, one of my friends are DMing me.
Rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
very uncomfortable
like,
with being the subject of public discussion.
not gonna
No
lie.
matter
I
whether
mean,
it brings suspicion
kind
or
of surprised that the
startle
Traveler isn't a subject to this
But
story-wise yet.
perhaps if the
Anyways,
Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
you can permanently count the attack on the outskirts
Why
of town
would
too.
such a dangerous
Whatever.
individual be looking for me?
Do you have any siblings?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Oh, jeez, well, one of my
The
friends.
detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Ryuji. I kind of regret there's a character in this game that has that name. The only other character that I know that has a name like that is the one in Persona 5, which, speaking of which, got a pretty soon start like a new playthrough and from start to finish with that streaming. Actually, I wonder where this goes to. Oh, it's just right there, so might as well just teleport. Yeah, let's try this guy.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault.
Oh,
and would
okay, that
appreciate
was
any
weird.
help
It
you
just
can
unrendered
offer.
for a second as clothes.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them are offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is this your way of giving praise? It was also not easy for me to fight him.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need
It seems
to
like
be
they really
humble
made an
around me.
improvement on,
In fact,
I guess,
I'm quite
the
relieved
travelers'
that you were the one he
expressions,
targeted.
considering that there's the male one to consider as well.
It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right, then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time.
Oh, okay, hold on. I need to plug something in really quickly. Sorry about that.
One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood. though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Let's consider this a favor for Ryuji.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Amenoma.
Ah, if it isn't
Toga,
Kazuha,
or whatever his name is.
what brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
I see.
Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
Ishin.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
A fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Huh. Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
It's always a mystery.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Just need to get the info from the Nagata family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Okay, I really need to use the bathroom. BRB for a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm good to go. It's not gonna really be that much of a distance, but it's a little bit more closer to the goal, I guess. Okay, here we are.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search.
Huh.
With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh. What happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
You did the right thing. It's important to set boundaries.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses.
You gotta know
if
your
he was
limits,
simply
basically.
Angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye.
Yeah.
If collecting things
like
is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. We're still missing crucial.
An interesting explanation.
Huh.
I was also considering this
Yeah,
possibility.
that option haven't heard yet, so yeah.
Amenoma Yuya is an expert on swords.
Sorry for the
He could
sound.
have noticed some problematic details about Mr. Nagato's collectibles. Maybe he recognized a blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item. Either way, after arguing about it, the two men agreed to hide the truth of this matter. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryou Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details, so they fled to protect their secrets. But it's a far-fetched theory. I can't imagine how they would have been able to reach an agreement. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right. Although the time
Yeah, they're
frame
definitely using
seems
a
to
lot more
broadly
expressions
match,
for
no other details that we've
Lumi
learned seem to link
the
the two
cutscenes
events
and/or
together.
either or Traveler overall.
Amenoma Yuya lacks
It's
a
kinda
key
cool.
distinguishing feature of the attacker.
At
Namely,
least
that he
cutscenes
is
that are not
principally a
cinematic
practitioner
or
of the blade
CG.
testing techniques of
Obviously.
Amenoma art,
Like this, that's
not
gameplay
those of the
cutscene.
combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Oh, we're actually gonna see a burnt out building, burned down building for once. That'll be something. I haven't seen that in this game yet. See, that's what I always wonder. Like, I don't know why they ever have even yet to bother with like actual animated fire on a building, burning down something. I mean, there's the Jade Chamber, but I don't know.
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami. Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Huh. So it's an underground warehouse.
Oh.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
That's
if we
dangerous.
don't open this door, we can move no closer
It's
to the
dangerous,
truth.
don't go.
You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
Okay. Alright.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
So in the end, it was just a scare.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
Let's hurry.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you, too, will perceive its ominous presence.
So I gotta use my little vision thing that I don't really use often in the game. This thing. See, that's one thing I noticed. There's not really much use of this thing anymore. And most of the times I don't even really use it. The only time I think I might use it is if I'm trying to look for something. Like materials, but that's about it.
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here, and seems to be
2
dissipating
parts, so
slowly.
what would that correspond to, Mr.
Quite
It's
possibly.
a lab plane. Let's search the area. Oh boy, I kinda skipped over that.
Whoa! Look at all those hilichurls! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, did it.
It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff! What is it?
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
Oh, wow. So it's like...
According to this letter, a conflict arose because
Somebody has something to do with the
Yuya
blade
wanted to
or
seize
something.
a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
The thruster slider.
Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right! So let's get moving!
How did it come to this? It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait! You figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Oh, that kind of sucks. So the husband's dead, essentially.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Oh.
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Oh. Yep, there he is.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before! What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenoma Yuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange
Yeah,
light.
like that. Noticed that earlier.
Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Mayuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaidehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So, swords can become conscious and control
Oh boy.
The
This
people
was
of the
unexpected.
time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
So Ame no Mayuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Ame no Mayuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Ame no Mayuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun.
Oh jeez.
Kaidehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me!
Oh my god. Alright. Wait, what am I doing?
Don't get frostbite.
We shall rewrite history!
Wind strike!
Me!
No one escapes my sights. Hey, get him!
Submit to me!
Dodge this!
Submit to me!
Ow. Ow. Oh my god.
Time to go.
We'll see what happens.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
Then we will smash you into pieces.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body,
Just like how they're just sitting there talking. Well, the most dangerous thing is like right next to them.
If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal!
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life, even if you were to sever that divine light. Is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality. It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is a risky strategy.
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet. The Cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
Alright, fine.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
Oh.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as
Something
I
feels
expected.
off, let me know immediately.
I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute! Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
This should fit the bill.
All right. Please lead the way.
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are you sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Okay. Probably go over that way. Oh yeah, I think I remember this place, maybe. I don't know. But oh boy, another domain.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Oh boy.
Wind strike.
To the ferry. Let's get down to business.
Falling leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike.
To the ferry.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Wowie. Oh yeah, I should probably check to be sure that there isn't like any chests around here that I'm forgetting. Didn't realize that until now. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing else, so moving on, I guess.
Time to go. It's fine.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
Wind strider.
More than fine for Kazuha.
Not a lucky day. Going
Clouds high. The birds call. That hurts. Wind strider.
Another round
Whoa.
of enemies.
Something's up with the blade.
What's going on?
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amanome Yuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Huh. Interesting. Even though if that means blade will break and then something will happen to the consciousness of whoever's in it. Whatever soul that is trapped inside it. Door of Resurrection activated. It's kind of weird that there's no like Door of Resurrection publicly visible like in the older domains there in the game. Is this me, or is this blade like doing less damage? This character is ass. Just kidding. Definitely not pulling for Kazuha, guys. Like, god dang. Look at this damage.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind strike!
You win this battle.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time, we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh?
What?
Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk!
The wear and tear is severe. It really looks like it's about to break.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Will you listen to?
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming
We shouldn't
from?
fight with this blade anymore.
Yep. We can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
I still can't use my characters. Wow.
Time to go.
Oh, look at that, he's doing more damage now. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I've never seen that where in a character trial, the weapon just changes at some point. Yeah, see, it's a different blade. It does more damage than the other blade, that's for sure.
I'm ready!
Clouds high. The birds call.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
Damn. Trying to make people feel bad for a sword that has self-consciousness.
When I
Self-consciousness.
touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
But are you sure that's all you came to say?
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight
And
of
it did the big gate too.
between gratitude and grudge.
Jeez.
Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
I mean, Kazuha is not a bad character per se, but yeah, he definitely is a power creeped character.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Amenoma Yuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Amenoma Yuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
Or just being behind Zhongli and fanboys/girls. Yeah, I mean, he's not my top preferred character, at least personally, but I mean, it's an alright character nonetheless.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
Finally regains consciousness, the better explains the situation
I
to
see. He used my body to inflict harm on others.
What the fuck?
I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryo Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
What the? I don't know. It's just like, I would read that, but I don't know. Like, should I read it? Maybe. I mean, I might as well on this loading screen because it's gonna be a little bit. He told me that I had to sit on his face and warm up the merchandise. Therefore, as it was written, only my verified ass cheeks were worthy of warming up the buns. Kind of read the warming part. Weird, but other than that, I think I've got it. Sort of guy think it's clipped or something. considering that this is just going to be uploaded on the one channel, as that one new video I uploaded describes. It's just going to be for stream VODs now from either this Twitch channel and or whenever I decide to stream on YouTube, it'll be on that channel.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
That was a much more relaxed occasion.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art, Kaedehara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenome Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Oh boy. Let's go. Sorry.
Wind Strider.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to turn off the automat thing, I guess.
Wind and cloud. Wind Strider.
There you go.
Thank you for the experience.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was automated for some reason.
Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right to
Twitch to be
forgive you
sensitive.
on the victim's behalf.
Like,
It is too late for all of that.
I'm pretty sure I could turn it off. I just had to like do
I
it in
do
like the
not
settings
wish for
somewhere.
forgiveness. I only
Oh,
hope
that's
you
really
will
weird,
see
that
my
voice coming out of
transgressions as mine
Kazuha.
alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha.
Let's see.
I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
This is the mode.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy.
Alright.
Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
See, I'm not sure if there's like a way to. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Twitch is really weird with this shit. I would have to like do it at my own time. Yeah, not sure if that did it, but yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I guess hold up. I can't really see. Can't really see chat, just see it. Give me a second. Opening it up, and there. I can see chat again. Suddenly turns on chat mode. I don't know, it's the sword, it was possessing him for a brief moment. Because I guess the sword has a thought of its own, a mind of its own, if anything. That's what I come to find out about this, I guess. It's kind of weird. But anyways, time to give closure to both people
It's
here.
Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
You tell Amanoma to go about
A prized Ishin blade.
the blade or
Turned
whatever.
weapon that controls the human mind.
And also background noise.
Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of
Yeah,
possibility.
it really is. Imagine if you just
This
pick
is
up a
a
blade one
great
day and all of a
pity.
sudden like, oh, I'm possessed
But I
by
have
it.
some
It
good
controls me
news as
now.
well.
I'm gonna kill people.
Ryuji from the
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Detective Agency tells me that they've found the missing Mr.
I'm gonna,
Nagato.
Really?
I don't know,
Is he okay?
slay. I suppose, I
Yes.
don't know.
Badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
The decision is yours.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
Oh god.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands.
See, thing is though, this is an event. This is actually a character story quest, not an event. I haven't gotten to the event yet.
Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all.
And this quest is like an hour and a half long.
Yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
You learn the blade's final words from Kazuha.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
Too dangerous, if you ask me.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me, just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way.
I wanted to go out a bit further too and try to go to a Best Buy or something to just buy a headset.
After everything I've seen,
I mean, if you got the money for it,
perhaps
then
these
yeah.
pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Huh.
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Oh my gosh, this drags on and on. I swear. Alright, so next... This is like, okay, next... You need a big whole buffet, and then give it to these people. And then you're done with the quest. I feel like the character story quest, that's where Genshin kind of suffers. It's just like, oh, let's just have a lot of dialogue, and barely anything to like action or whatever. And it's just like, oh wow. Oh yeah, that's the thing too. English, or not English, the Japanese voice for Kazuha, it does sound kind of questionable, some of his voice lines. Some people says it sounds like he's getting teased.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost.
Why am I not surprised?
The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse.
Yeah.
The investigation into Amanoma Yuya should conclude.
And the other male
soon.
character, like
Do not believe you will
Kaya,
be charged
not really
with
as
any
much.
crime.
It just sounds like the manliest of man kind of sounds.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Yeah.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please, take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware,
Yeah, I don't
but I
know.
still desire to
You might
continue
have.
walking my own path.
Very well. I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Ooh, got a wind sound effect there. A stranger friendless road. Well, I finally did it. Now what? Wait, did I really just get the blade? Interesting. So this would be the first character story quest that actually gives you an actual weapon at the end of it as a reward, which is rare because most times either you had to craft the stuff or just smells like something's burning, or get ready to just like wish like a lot or something to get a sword or something, or a weapon. What was this? Attack, base attack. Yeah, it's a 4-star weapon too, but its max refinement rank is 1, maximum already, because, well, it's one of its kind. It's the only one you could get is from that story quest, so I imagine it's a weapon that you can't even throw away either. It's actually a fucking... Okay. Sorry for swearing, but it's actually a pretty decent weapon. What the heck? It's also base attack and, well, attack again for the second thing. And also, being a 4-star weapon, it's not that bad, I guess. It's actually a decent weapon, I suppose. A decent free weapon. Don't know who it would go on, though. So yeah, I don't know who this would go on. Actually, I think I know, actually, yeah. Because after all, I did take that one sword away from Keshing and gave it to Jean. So maybe this sword could either go to Jean or Keshing. Also, Traveler, she already has a pretty decent blade that lines up well with her. If I remove it, and also Kaya, well, Kaya has a 5-star weapon, and versus a 4-star weapon, so yeah. And as for Traveler, if I switched it with this blade, I would definitely have to rebuild her set. Which meaning a lot of time investment having to do everything like that. Yeah, I forget what the other sword does though that she has on her. The flute. Normal or charged attacks gaining harmonic on hits gaining F5. Use again deals 100% attack to surrounding opponents. Cause yeah, this sword's pretty decent as well for what it can do. They're both kind of equal in a way, but I don't know. This way, what am I doing? I could just do this. The thing is too, though, it does increase attack, which obviously would be good for Jean because yeah, so I feel like this new 4-star weapon could be good for her. But anyways, let's see, I've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. Might just end the stream, potentially, I don't know. But, actually, no. I take that back. I was gonna do the event. Go to the Adventurers Guild in Mondstadt. Alright. Also, I need to collect my Adventurers Guild expedition stuff. So yeah, I guess it's a decent sword that could be used for Jean. Who knows? It really depends though. Question is though, I wouldn't doubt if it needs Inazuma materials though. Yep, I need Inazuma materials as expected.
Ad
Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Alright. I think I'm pretty much good to go almost to do this whole quest and going back to the Golden Apple Archipelago thingamajig. Do this event, or at least get as much of it as I can out of the way today. Hopefully just all like the main acts and the cutscenes and stuff to get through. And then yeah, then I can just do like all the stuff in my own time too. Go ahead and try and get that one outfit for official, as well as official constellation, I guess, that you can get apparently in this event. Or at least in my case, you know, it's a constellation, but yeah. A free official nonetheless. I forget what constellation officials at on this account. I just realized. If I really want, I could level her up, yeah. Oh yeah, she would need a lot of materials to even just level up, I guess.
I
know you created another universe. So please, shh. Oh yeah, I didn't even have a constellation here. It's kind of whack. Alright, so I might as well cook some food items since I can do that. Also, I just realized the audio for when you're wearing headphones for this game and cooking, for the cooking, it still sounds kind of broken. It sounds like it's like echoing. I tried to like reverb or something that's not really meant to do that. Yeah, I can hear it right here. It's kind of an issue they need to fix. Snap, crackle, pop. I don't know. I don't know about Rice Krispies. I think I could have those quite literally, I think. But why that when I could have Frosted Flakes? Alright, so I need to talk to this Adventure Guild lady, Catherine, at Mondstadt,
Traveler,
to start this.
It so happens that a friend of yours asked me to pass on a message when I saw you.
Huh.
Someone left a message for us? Huh. Who could it be?
My beloved retainer. Have you noticed that silver thread of which fate is woven, now twisting and twining itself around you? The Aug der Verurteilung does Großen Kaleidophantasmus will be watching you.
Oh, like the sound for when you cook, right, in the game, like the pot thing or whatever. I noticed like before, whenever I did wear headphones when this game first launched, the sound was fine, but then like at some point, whenever I wear headphones now, and it's still happening now, where it just sounds like the sound is starting up in one headphone, and then it's like then it's starting up a second time, and the other headphones, it sounds like this weird echo reverb kind of going on, and it wasn't like doing that before. And however, when you do it through the speakers, you know, you're not wearing headphones or anything, it sounds fine, but through headphones, it's just like, okay, that's weird. But yeah.
Apologies. This message is unusually difficult to recite. Would you like to hear more?
Yeah, sometimes this message is from Fischl, definitely.
Definitely sounds like Fischl's note. What should we do?
Love to hear more.
We'll be watching you as you step into the glorious castle of the Immer Nachreich. Come to me at once. Swear an oath to me in my blessed name, and we shall journey together to the depths of the world. Anyway, to summarize, Miss Fischl asked me to ask you to go to the plaza in front of the cathedral. Please meet her there when you have the time. She said that she will be waiting for you.
So,
Fischl. Such a mystifying message for such a plain and simple request.
so you do remember the Golden Apple Archipelago event that happened kind of like a year ago at this point? Remember that? It's like, or it was like Klee, Barbara, and Jean, and then like the others that were showing up on like those islands or whatever, right? And then that was like when Klee was reran. Basically, this is like the same event, but this time it's with Fischl, Mona, and Kazuha, I think. Man, don't you remember? It was also the time when you know who pulled for them, and I made a video on that, or recorded a video of them pulling for Klee. It was around that time. The person whose name starts with a J, and I recorded him on Discord pulling for Klee at the time during that event. But also here they are, Fischl and Mona. It's kind of weird. Last time I did see these two in an event together as well. The one like involving meteors or something like that.
Oh, welcome, welcome, most loyal attendants of the Prinzessin.
Fischl. Oh my god. Since Fischl hasn't really been in anything like story related, so
Which
yeah.
one is it? Retainer or attendant? Make up your mind.
My apologies. Main Fräulein tends to use exaggerated expressions when she's in good spirits.
So you don't remember him like pulling for that, then in the next moment like Orin coming on in like with his shirt off.
Hey, Fischl! You were looking for us, right? Sounds like the fun started without us. What's got you in such a good mood?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I probably should have maybe saved the video and probably like clipped that part where it was
And so the whisper of
I guess
eternal
Orin
night summons you back to my
talking
side.
about like, oh yeah, talking with the others.
What a blessed
Would go into the place
reunion.
without even letting me
A
know
boon
about
from
it when he
beyond
said he was
the
gonna get me.
eventide. Come,
And talking about how they
partake
should
of this
ban
joy with me, my
ZSS.
subjects.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you again. Main Fräulein and I extend to you our most sincere greetings.
Paimon wants to say a proper hello too, but Paimon has no idea how to, partake.
Well, I still got the videos of the event up on my channel.
A normal person in this situation
If you even
would
have the
simply
patience
say,
to look back
"Hi,
and-
traveler. How have you been?"
Look at them. Also, oh, I just realized Mona's wearing her new outfit.
The traveler and I are
Alright.
like intertwined stars in the vast galaxy. You of all people should very well know the fate foretold by this meeting.
Precisely. Lady Magistus, please refrain from such unimaginative utterances.
Lady
That's your new nickname?
Lady Magistus has long since become a citizen of the Immer Nachreich. She has been serving as court archmage under one's command for some time now. That's just my surname. Don't mind that. This is so embarrassing.
Okay.
You're here because Fischl asked Catherine to ask you to come, right?
Indeed so, my archmage. Did even this appear in thy divination? Why, your powers are truly dangerous.
Oh, for the love... No, of course not. You told me yourself that you'd left a message with Catherine. Excuse me. Anyway, in my case, she practically beat the door down to get me to come along. Whatever she says, please don't be too astonished.
Don't worry. We've been
Oh,
around the block.
she's always had that voice.
Oh, faithful servants, one's homeland, the
Ah!
of all fates, draws near to this world once more. Stand with me in anticipation for the glory of our kingdom.
I didn't mean for that shit. Oh well. I accidentally pressed the home button.
Wait, what? Indeed.
It's kind of where I wish I had a capture card and all that, so that wouldn't be an issue,
to
but
be
yeah.
privy to this great revelation. The Immonok is
Even then,
near
I'd probably have to still have a
Mondstadt.
decent PC and run all that stuff through with the capture card and all that, and streaming all that stuff at the same time. Okay, I'll report this to the Knights of Odyssey.
No, please. That will be most unnecessary.
I know it sounds absurd, but there's actually something behind this, I promise. Basically, what Fischl means is...
Oh, Lady Magistus!
All right. Honestly, look at me. A genius astrologist forced into a juvenile role-playing game. The truth is that yesterday, Her Highness encountered the Spark Knight Klee outside of the city. Both being of great fame, they recognized one another instantly and began to converse.
Oh, okay.
It was already getting dark, so, in that spirit of great compassion and care for which she is known, Her Highness personally accompanied Klee back to Mondstadt. On the way, Her Highness relayed to Klee the story of her origins. Upon hearing the tragic tale of the fall of Her Highness's homeworld, the tender-hearted Spark Knight inquired, with tears welling up in her eyes.
Oh no! Is the Immonok really gone? Won't it grow back?
Oh, mortal, your sovereign's heart is touched by thy sincerity and sympathy. But nay, the Immonok is an everlasting realm, and one day, it shall make its reappearance.
Really? So how do we make your homeland grow back again? Oh, please tell me. Please, please.
That's weird. It's Twitch
Since
delay.
you inquire so
BFing
earnestly,
me.
give unto me a tranquil haven. Promise me eternal admiration. Lend me both time and wind, and one shall revive one's homeworld.
Yeah. So something tells me like how this is gonna happen is maybe Klee told Fischl about the Golden Apple Archipelago Islands or whatnot and so forth, and obviously Fischl was not a part of that event. I was able to attend that event that last time.
Could you cut the reenactments and just get to the point?
In short, Klee gave Fischl an island to serve as the promised land where the Immonok will appear. I didn't believe it either at first, but then I saw this letter.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
Providence has
I knew
gifted
it.
Main
Klee
Froyline
told
with
her
an
about the
excellent opportunity.
Golden Apple Archipelago
Esteemed
Islands.
traveler, as Main Froyline's cherished retainer,
So we're going
you deserve
back.
to bear witness to this grand moment with us.
This island looks kind of familiar. Traveler, curtail thy umming and awing at once. The throne of the Immonok calls for me.
Hell, I still have a
Come,
book,
be my
a
blade.
weapon
Clear the
from
way
the
and
event.
witness what is to come.
I think she just wants to invite you along to the island with her. That being said, I have a feeling that I'll be better off not performing any divination where that island's concerned.
Huh? Why not?
Klee is involved in this, which means her mother is probably involved, which means that old hag is involved. Thanks, but no thanks.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
You, who have traveled to the farthest reaches of the world, fathom the celestial path of stardust in the palm of your hand, and witness raindrops converge and become one with the undercurrent of destiny. You, yes you,
must chart the course that leads the way to the land promised to main Fräulein by fate.
Oh, Fischl doesn't know the way there.
I knew it.
Since thou asketh for our help, Paimon can telleth you that we are good friends with the Spark Knight Klee, the Guides of Destiny.
Paimon, seriously.
Come on, just play along.
This is a movie frame right here. Very well, I am the one whose path traveled here from beyond the stars.
Behold, the Watcher, the Guide, the Weaver of Dreams, the Traveler.
What in the world? Hold on, I'm screenshotting this. This is weird. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, that shit's weird. Sorry about that. Cinematic, 24 FPS. Alright, okay. Keep going.
Excellent, most excellent.
Weird. A crowd of bemused Mondstadters watches on as the
To
spectacle.
sum up, Traveler,
whatever.
since you say you know the way, we'll let you take us to the island. I mean, the Promised Land.
The Prinzessin.
Oh, good, fine, done. Right now, Lady Magistus
So yeah,
needs to
I don't
go
see how
home
this
to
is like a
pack things
censor
and catch up on some sleep.
for
Your
Mona.
Highness,
If anything, it just makes it a little more kinky.
Other
That
distinguished
clothing style,
selves.
anyways.
Let's meet at the city gate at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Very well.
So if anything,
And it
Mona's
is
like the only
settled.
one.
One blesses you with an undisturbed slumber,
Is this a
Lady Magistus.
JoJo reference?
You too, Traveler.
I wouldn't be surprised that the whole thing felt like something that would be out of that
Main
stuff.
Fräulein means to say, good night. See you all tomorrow.
About darn time. Good night.
Okay, so once again I have to play with the clock function in the game and wait until the next day.
Paimon's exhausted. You all have proper rules. How come Paimon has to be a clock on the wall in the royal palace? Cuckoo! It's 12 o'clock sharp in the Immer Nachtreich.
That sounded weird. That sounded weird. But you're the one who started it.
Anyway, since those islands are a pretty mind-blowing place, why don't we get some people with mind-boggling ideas to help us out? Kaya's mind works in mysterious ways. But no one in Mondstadt has ideas that boggle the mind quite like a certain somebody who's definitely going to be in the tavern at this hour. Come on, let's go rope him into helping us.
Oh boys, I mean... the Golden Apple Vacation returns. Yep. So basically, hold on, I'm guessing D-Luke's involved in this event somehow. In some way. Oh yeah, there's even Xinyan and Kazuha that might potentially get roped into this somehow. By the looks of the event page thing right there anyways, that I just looked at. No way. Is that a JoJo reference? Oh, no. Missing person post. I don't want to look at that. Oh my. I'm fine, thanks. Okay, please let me in the tavern. Because the devs obviously thought it was a really bright idea to put an NPC and a missing person poster right next to a place that you're supposed to also select an option for to go inside of a building. You gotta go back, Marty.
We're here!
What in the... Okay.
What are they doing in Mondstadt?
But hey, it's Venti.
Well, look at that. You're really here. Come on, take a seat and join our delightful conversation.
Wow, Traveler, Paimon! Speak of the devil, we were literally just talking about you.
Truly a curious coincidence.
Kazuha? Shinyan? What are you doing here in a Mondstadt tavern? And how'd you end up having to share a table with the tone-deaf bard?
Tone-deaf bard? Now that's a fun stage name. It seems like you're a pretty well-known singer, fella.
Oh, sadly not a rock and roll singer, or we could perform a duet. So, you all know each other. My newfound friends are my old friends' friends from afar. How fantastic. This is a rare opportunity indeed. Oh, we should form a poetry club and call it, the Free Poet Society, or something like that.
You guys came here from Leeway?
Yeah, I felt like getting out and finding some new inspiration for my songwriting. Kazuha felt like going on a trip too, so we figured we'd travel together. Last month, Beto held a big booze-filled party called the Drink Till You Sink Championship, and she put me in charge of the music. And that's where I met Kazuha.
Although Shinyen can come across as unruly at times, her musical understanding is highly nuanced and original. Safe to say, our shared appreciation for music struck a chord in us both.
The fortune.
Oh, you can say that again. In Kazuha's hands, even a leaf becomes an instrument. That makes him an expert among my friends.
What the?
Starting from Leeway,
Really
we passed
said
through Stone
you
Gate and
to
kept going
Venti.
until we came into Mondstadt. Then along the way, we saw this really awesome
Or was it to
manor.
Kazuha?
It was something else.
Oh yeah, we know the one. Our friend owns that place.
Really? Y'all sure have a lot of friends. Well, whoever it is that lives in that fine place must be really loving life, huh?
Guess so.
Similar souls tend to attract each other. Traveler and Paimon, you must have exceptional taste, just like that friend of yours.
Accent, that's about it.
Wow, you're too nice. Unlike some people who only ever seem to poke fun at Paimon. Ahem.
By the way, do you know anything about the Iridescence Tour? It's supposed to be huge. Rumor has it that all 7 nations of Teyvat are gonna be involved.
I remember.
Well, so far it's mostly just empty promises. Anyway, it's supposed to be a music festival. The organizer really did a number on me last time. They canceled on me. But I hear that they're still active. I'd love to give the festival another shot. But wouldn't you know it, the plans fell through again. How can they mess up this bad twice in a row?
Music is all about inspiration. Maybe the organizers canceled the show because theirs dried up. But fear not, weary travelers, for your journey was not in vain. It has, after all, brought you here, to me, to the Temple of Music.
Your Temple of Music must have more than just good tunes. You're a bard, ain't you? A song's gotta have a good story or it doesn't make the cut, right?
Exactly. Ah, you understand the meaning of being a bard so well. To express my gratitude, I will even share one of these stories with you.
Oh, you're a funny fella. Are all bards like you?
I've met many bards during my travels, but none of them are as entertaining as you.
I'm sure it all comes down to the
Venti's
richness of
top-notch.
my imagination and,
Shame.
by extension, the
SJW
quality of
approved
theirs.
and...
And on that note, here is a fantastical tale that is sure to delight you all. Legends tell of an emerald isle in the middle of the ocean. There, the Dodo King and his people live a blissful existence. When a Dodoko is born, it dives into the water. Some learn to swim. Others are carried away by the waves, all the way to Mondstadt, where they befriend the children there. One Dodoko made a new friend in Mondstadt, the little Spark Knight. But the Dodo King did not approve. He demanded that the little knight come to the island and prove herself to him. So the little knight, together with her most important friend in the world, braved the wind and waves, finally reaching the middle of the ocean. But Dodo King was not there. Dodo King had lied. There was no trial by fire or interrogation. The little knight's mother, who was a mage, had built an entire summer city there as a gift to her daughter, along with this message. Summer is the season of love. It is the time for freedom and fun. So everyone, please sing, dance, and enjoy yourselves here. The end.
Damn. Oh, a couple other people listening, I guess. Okay. Strange, I was just about to ask about the island. Summer is the season of increased electricity bills from trying to stay cool.
How interesting.
Well, it's pretty simple. You just jump into the ocean
I have the urge
or
to visit
lake.
that island myself. This is the thing about traveling. You can't plan ahead. Better to leave when the mood takes you and go where the heart leads.
I'm glad you liked it. Well, there's wine on the table, and I have stories to tell. Seems like fate is feeling kind today.
Here's to music. Come on, traveler.
Don't worry, if you don't like wine, there's juice as well.
In that case, I'll have a glass of juice. This one. I like the color.
So while you get dragged into drinking one glass after that. Suddenly...
Oh no! Kazuha!
Oh jeez.
Uh-oh. This fella's drunk. But, wasn't he drinking fruit juice?
More.
What?
More, please.
That
Oops.
sounds...
I think I accidentally placed some fruity cocktails out there.
Oh boy.
My bad.
Seriously?
Anyway, guess it's time to talk about business after all that drinking. You came here because you need my help, I presume?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We didn't come here to drink.
I mean, I had more insane ideas than that, but... Oh boy, I gotta go up and talk to him.
Kazuha? Kazuha! Oh, he just won't wake up. Looks like we're staying in the tavern tonight.
No way, ASMR. 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 Alright. I keep forgetting what the controls are for this because I haven't really
Look
played.
where we are. Yup, I can sense that you're about to tell me something very interesting.
Yeah, I understand that. You tell me about the Spark Knight giving an island
He
official.
gave a special gift from her mother to an adventurer friend? Oh, she's such a kind-hearted child. As I'm sure you've already guessed, that letter is most definitely written by Alice.
Yeah, that's so.
Speaking of, guess which two people I ran into on my way to the tavern today?
Master Jean? Or Lisa?
A mother and daughter, both with long elf ears and the most amazingly adorable personalities.
Alice and Klee?
Ding, ding, ding! Correct answer! The unaging mage
No
was
way.
taking her teeny tiny knight on a vacation, and I happened to run into them. As a friendly greeting, the mysterious woman gave me a gift. She also said that if I meet any fun friends, I should share this gift with them. So now it's yours to keep.
What is it?
Ah!
the fuse, so don't worry. It's not going to explode. Come on, take it. This way we can talk to each other just like this, even when we're apart.
This Genshin stole from your chat. This is so sad. F in the chat. Oh my. Oh, that sounds impressive. So damn, that's one of Klee's bomb.
It's called a Dodo communication device, and it allows people to stay in touch over vast distances. However, you can't just use it anytime you want, and there's also a limit on the number of times you can use it. That's why it's currently only available to a certain select few. I heard that the inspiration for this comes from another world. Alice is always full of surprises. She and Klee asked me to tell you. Please take this with you when you depart for the island. No, wait, the Promised Land with your friends. And have fun. Don't worry about how to get there. The organizers of this vacation have made arrangements. Turn right after you exit the city gates, and you'll see something that will make you very happy.
Sounds like the two of you are in cahoots over this.
Of course not. Is that really the sort of person you think I am? Traveler, you're my friend. And as your friend, I just want to give you something that'll make you happy. How can you think this of me?
Alright, Alka.
Fair enough.
At least I got to see Venti. That's the most important thing.
You're one of our best friends. Besides, a vacation sounds great. Actually, Kazuha and Shinyan seemed pretty interested in coming on this trip too. Let's ask them if they want to join us.
Alrighty. So I think you would
you're back.
stab anyone in the back.
Poor Kazuha's still out for the count. Seems like he can't handle alcohol so well.
Shinyan, do you want to come to the
Dang,
islands
you
with
really
us?
just said that about him. Even after he technically, along with the travelers, saved Mondstadt in the beginning of the game.
Can't.
Huh? He doesn't want to go anymore. He seemed really interested just a moment ago.
Can't miss the adventure.
Ah, Kazuha might act mature, but deep down he's just another youngster eager for new experiences. That must be why he didn't think anything of the fruit juice earlier.
Well, all the more reason for you to join the island trip. You know, a lot of people have beautiful scenery there.
Save the citizens of Mondstadt.
Okay, sounds like a plan. How do we get there?
As well as preventing the Abyss from doing anything.
Someone's got it covered, apparently. There'll be a few others joining us on this trip, and we're meeting at the city gate tomorrow morning. We'll wait for you.
Oh my god. That's a wake up, we're going wander.
Traveler?
Oh, yeah. They don't official yet, do they? Okay, so here's the deal. There's a princess from a faraway land and her retinue, who are also coming on this trip.
Huh? Paimon, don't get me wrong. I'm just asking to make sure. But from the way you're plugging this trip so hard, did the Iridescence Tour folks put you up to this? After all, canceling the Iridescence Tour after people already made the trip, that's kind of the same thing as tricking people into going traveling, ain't it?
Ugh! Why won't anyone believe Paimon?
Don't worry about that for now. You'll all have the chance to get acquainted with each other tomorrow morning. Whether you're a princess, a retainer, a talking raven, a samurai, or a musician, you're all VIP guests of the island on your summer vacation. And that's what counts, right?
I'm sure looking forward to it.
Are you coming too, Venti?
I'll have to pass. I have some work to take care of.
You serious?
Just like the last time?
Bard actually has plans to do some work?
I promised a young lady with cat ears and a cat tail that I'd sing at her tavern to boost business and beat the competition. Ah, yes, the competition being this place, which has six-fingered Jose.
Aren't you allergic to cats?
Yup, I can always sing on their roof. She told me that as long as their sales surpass their competitor, there's a whole month's worth of wine in it for me. Oh, what a fine employment opportunity. Virtually tailor-made for me. So have fun.
Yep.
And don't worry about
Knew
me.
it.
I feel like this summer is going to be a very interesting one.
Yes, diapers to be in for a commission. What the heck? Why would you say that? That's kind of weird.
Kazuha?
Yeah, just same dialogue. Very busy. No way. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I had to play with the clock in the game. Okay. Okay, now here we go. This is where the real stuff begins.
Today is the day of one's reckoning with fate, as foretold by the night sky. Humiliation suffered in the past, the shame we have carried all these years. One bids you adieu, for today it is time for retribution.
Mein Fräulein, if I may be so bold, that final phrase did not sound like one of your own.
Of course it wasn't. I just overheard it from someone in the city. I mean, thy prinzessin is merely drawing on the wisest and courageous saying she has heard in the land to signify the importance of this day.
Let me see. Huh, it really is someone else's catchphrase.
Wow, you're here early.
No way. Okay,
Hi.
can I clear?
Who have you brought with you?
Oh, allow Paimon to introduce to you a fabled wandering swordsman of Inazuma and an enchanting musical talent of Liyue.
Hey, I'm Xinyan from Liyue. I like rock and roll, sunny days, and good times. You must be the princess Paimon told us about. You sure do look the part. I hear you're from a faraway land. It's an honor to be in the company of dignitaries. And this lady over here, my family tells me that only the wisest scholars wear pointed hats like this one. Guessing that applies to you too?
Oh, I like her. She can stay. Xinyan, your gaze pierces the dark veil of night to arrive at the
Damn,
truth
that
beyond.
sounded weird.
I am
Both
in
of them
need
talking at
one
the same
such as
time.
yourself. Very well.
In their minds, of course.
You shall be one's musician laureate.
It's kind of the first time of them doing that in this game.
Trying to say thanks. You say all the right things. And the same goes for me too. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Mona, an astrologist.
What the heck?
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you too.
Horny magician, what the hell?
Mona is amazing. She can
What
find
are you
out
talking
everything
about?
about you by divination.
A princess, an astrologist, and an articulate raven retainer. In the company of giants, my humble self hardly deserves mention. I am Kaedehara Kazuha from Inazuma. It is an honor to meet you all.
What ho, Kazuha? Divulge thy epithets and thy vocation.
Oh, Mein Fräulein would like to know where you work and what your field of expertise is.
I'm afraid I'm just another wanderer.
This guy is an expert in the sword arts. He parries blades that none have ever parried before, and strikes like lightning. Mere mortals could not hope to comprehend. What? Is he really that powerful?
Let me take a look. Huh? Oh my. Hi, Kazuha. I'm absolutely delighted to meet a great swordmaster like you. Could we ask you to be our guard while we're on the island?
One hereby declares you captain of the Royal Guard of the Immernachtreich.
For even Lady Magistus to praise your skills, you are surely one of rare talent.
Lady Magistus is absolutely...
Okay, Lady
Oh no.
Lady Magic. What?
Oh, just call me Mona. Stop calling me that weird name.
By the way, Lady Magistus, we found out how to get to the Promised Land. A legendary great mage gave us a big hint. Come on, everyone, follow Paimon.
Done a shop worry. To the right, correct? Oh, over here. Wait a minute. Death. See this? Death.
Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there.
Oh, this thing. Yeah, I remember seeing this here already. So I guess this is where we finally interact with it.
Look, everyone, here's our vehicle.
The heck is it?
Somehow, I suddenly don't feel like going anymore.
What a unique little thing. Looks kind of like guoba, doesn't it?
Guoba. Oh, the little bear, the pepper got from Shangling.
Guoba. Is he the magical creature at Wanmin Restaurant? Now that you mention it, it does look quite similar.
To be honest, even Paimon isn't so sure this can take us to the island after all.
I see. Only by meeting the lowliest of ends can we arrive at the Immernachtreich born anew. Oh, behold, the doorway cloven by thundering retribution. By such means as I once descended into this realm to bring retribution, do I now venture into the next. Come, Oz, lead the way.
I will enter first. Mein Fräulein need not worry.
He's in. And now he's gone.
Why, this truly is the path of retribution that leads to the Promised Land. Maybe I should just do a quick reading for safety.
Lady Magistus, it's fine. This is Alice's creation. It's totally safe. Spare yourself the trouble. Just come with us.
All right, I completely forgot. All right.
Is 4 about to happen? In the form of a statue, for one by one stepping nervously but excitedly into the whatever the heck it is. The journey is an eventful one.
Dark in here.
And whatever is said.
Can someone turn on a light?
To Dodo Fortress. That's what it was called. And maybe a little crowded. That's what else the other thing said.
Come on now, let's all try and stay. Ow! Bishop, you're treading on my hair. I thought it was a snake.
We're flying.
Everyone, be careful.
What is happening? The Inframaniac from Lego Island. Well, if you want to, go for it. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, that soundtrack's so familiar.
We finally landed. What was that all about?
It's actually weirdly nostalgic in a way, the soundtrack.
What a beautiful place. The wind is soft and the ocean is calm. And a pleasant scent blows on the breeze.
Try to, anyhow. Yeah. Oh, the old stuff is just still there.
Yep. Paimon's feeling way better already now that we can see the ocean.
An ocean of life, and a land filled with flora. Mein Fräulein, we have finally arrived at the Promised Land, whence we shall revive the Imanakreich.
Oh, faithful retainers, this is the blessed paradise that one has been searching for. Here is where we shall witness the culmination of all things. I, who command the darkness, shall lead you to yonder gate of dreams. Shall lead you to yonder gate of dreams. Your Archmage Magistus thanks you for your kindness, Your Highness. In this moment, I offer my blessings to the Imanakreich.
Yeah.
Mona, what are you,
Don't ask, just follow my lead.
Oh, right. Praise be to the Prinzessin, who has led us here to this sacred place.
My sincere gratitude to you for inviting me to join you on this trip, Your Highness.
Oh my
Your
god.
happiness gladdens one's heart. How it delights me to bring us all together here at this most monumentally fateful of moments. Now, as I take my first step on this pilgrimage, I shall perceive this ocean of life with my own earthly vessel. After all, this is where my soul belongs. On the contrary, Lady Magistus, blessed as you are with the great power of Hydro, one yet finds too many impurities in thy soul.
Mein Fräulein means
Oh,
Lady
no.
Magistus is perhaps not the most talented swimmer.
Oh, official? That's enough. I'm happy enough to join in with the play acting without complaining, but how dare
Also, oh
you
boy, at
ridicule
this
my
angle, you could
genius.
definitely see Mona's goods.
Swim better than me? Ha! I'll bring you to your knees, young lady.
Oh my, Mein Fräulein. Steel yourself, Mein Fräulein.
Oh yeah! Swimming race! Swimming race! Whoever comes in last is a rotten egg!
I swear, they're putting in more expressions on the Traveler during
Heed my
cutscenes.
words, lowly Lady Magistus.
They were doing that with
You shall
Kazuha's
pay
character
for
story
your
quest.
foolishness for as long as you live.
Ridiculous. I've never lost a single swimming race in my life. Bring it on. First one to run to the beach wins.
Oh boy.
Are they serious running? I thought they were gonna swim.
Never mind, looks like they're enjoying this.
I take it you have no present plans. I want to start by surveying the area first. Want to come along?
Oh, Kazuha, that's good. We count on you.
Xinyan, are you coming?
Seems like everyone's got things to do. I'll stay here and hold down the fort for now. Mona and Fischl have gone swimming, and someone's got to set up camp. Don't worry, I got this. You're gonna take a look around, right? Well, make sure you let me know if there are any good views.
Thanks, will do.
Okay. Back on Golden Apple Archipelago Islands.
Okay, I'll start by catching 10 crabs and 20 fish. Will that be enough for all of us?
10
maybe I
crabs,
should
20
prepare
fish.
something else.
Sheesh. Yeah, but here's the device that I guess teleported us here in a way. I don't know. And or flied. Go to the island that Kazuha mentioned. Oh, this boat down over here. Looks like they have some new soundtracks too, though, as well, thrown into the mix of all this. Oh, okay, that's that's Hilly Trails, just carding whatever that is. It'll be the 1-year anniversary of internally injuring myself. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, this soundtrack is something else though, not gonna lie. Actually kinda like it. Alright, so it looks like I ought to get off right here. Off the boat, that is. Soundtrack stopped. It's probably only for when I'm out on the waters. This place is like familiar, but I can't help but if it's like slightly different somehow. Oh, I recognize this soundtrack though. I remember hearing this in an ad for Genshin Impact. Oh wait, oh yeah, that's right, the seashells. I need to get those.
Zakar, don't push yourself. Look, there's a cave over there. Let's go and rest for a while.
Is that all I have to do?
Zakar, don't. Let's go and.
Okay. Is that all? Do I need to do more with it? Because I remember last time I had to collect these in order to get that outfit for Barbara.
Agafia, I'm fine. It's just a little stomachache.
All right. Well, I found 4 apples. You can have them when you're feeling a little better.
But the mission.
Don't worry about that, Zakar. I'll take care of it. You just head up there and get a good rest.
Because, okay, I guess that's another way to remind you of the event. You call them Apple Archipelagos. That was the same event that I got the free Barbara summer outfit from. And also that's when the Jean outfit came out as well, the summer outfit.
Cool it.
Oh, that one sea conch. Oh, okay, let's go. We unlock the map. See, the other one though had like a guy's voice or whatever, doing something. In her mid-20s, okay. Alright, here's another one though.
What's going on? Why are there so many hilly trolls around our signal testing site?
Add it to... okay. So as much as I probably want to take my time to like do this, the whole main purpose of this streaming that I'm doing is to pretty much get to the main like cutscene story stuff for the event, really.
Bet you can't keep up with
So
me.
I think I'll do this just a bit later, I guess, after I've done all that in my own time. But yeah, because it's not too bad to explore every now and again. Oh yeah, I remember this. At least I remember this little area anyways. It's all pretty familiar though, but I imagine it probably has different stuff though. Or for sure, gonna be doing different things. So yeah, that was 3 seashells, I guess, to listen to, I guess. There's probably more though, and I imagine it has to go towards getting Fischl's outfit for free. That one 4-star outfit for her. Same with this, I don't even know what this is, but this looks like this might be related to Xinyan, because it looks like a drum. Three seashells, but the seashore? No way. And oh yeah, once again, there's chests and stuff out here to get, which probably makes this event a little bit worth it in regards of getting materials, I guess, a little bit.
Freeze!
Ooh, ow, jeez. Calm down. Oh, shh.
That's cheating.
Please.
Hey.
Okay, I'm in a bit of a pickle here.
Dodge this!
Okay. Ember was getting sucked.
Another target tracked down by out.
Oh, jeez, I interrupted her dialogue. Yeah, I guess so. She should be fine on health, I think. Main concern right now is drowning, I think, if anything. If he would. Yeah, just in case, I probably should get up from this. Opposite going in there, that's death, from what I remember.
Get ready, I won't let you down.
Oh, no way, there's a piece at the bottom of the ocean. There's no way of getting that. That's like another bug they need to help fix.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
You know, it's kind of weird that how like the events are like seems like the best thing they've made versus the story, like the main story of the game. I feel like they need to really ramp up things in regards to story, like the main story of the game. The events are nice and all, but they're not permanent.
Hey, what's that huge weird thing over there?
It appears to be some sort of machine. And an army cap with traces of hydro next to it. It seems that we are not the first to set foot on this island. Also, there are footprints here. Fresh ones. Likely no more than a few days old.
Really? Hyman didn't notice them at all.
Temporary effort in both ways. Strange indeed.
Traveler, Paimon, stay alert.
Yeah, where there's just more effort being put into the events than the actual story and like stuff that goes on like the actual game, like from the main story to the character story quests, you know, stuff that are actually part of the game and available to do at any time. Yeah, I don't know, it's just weird.
Did you see something?
Like so far this is like seeming better than the Kazuha character story quest a little bit more now.
Someone was here, and they're still nearby.
It's kind of not a good design choice.
Judging from the scent, they're visitors here like us.
But I guess it's a weird way of making it an incentive to always be on the game, playing it, and keep up to date for whenever any of these big events come out.
There's other people
and all that
here?
stuff.
Oh, Paimon's scared now. Come on, we need to track him down.
Oh boy.
You said the cap had traces of hydro on it? Then let's follow the traces of elemental energy.
Oh boy. I should heal Amber just a little bit, because she did took a bit of a beating back there. Hold on, I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
Okay, I'm back. Alright, and also, oh yeah, wow, for once, only when it comes to an event, the game actually decides to make use of the division thing or whatever.
Watch out.
Is that it? Is that them?
Frozen.
Cool it.
Crest,
so
don't get
sorry.
frostbite.
Let it rain. Get him.
Flash frost. Cooked food. Disgusting.
I don't know who that is. Lunar?
On this island. Isn't there
Well,
a single
it's
place
kind of a
in this
too bad,
world
too
without
sad
me,
situation for
sea
now.
flowers and Fatui?
They get everywhere, like weeds.
Interesting observation.
Cappy Cap's gone. Where's Cappy Cap?
What the hell? What?
Are you looking for something?
A cap! I can't lose it! I don't know anything! Give me that Cappy Cap!
What
Is
in
this the cap you're looking for?
My brother's Cappy Cap! Gimme!
What? You returned the cap to the Fatuus? Fatous?
Not the sharpest sword in the sheath.
Fatous? Is that a typo? Fatous?
Don't bully me or I'll punch you in the... Ah! Monster! Monster!
Stop right there! What are you doing here?
Another Fatous! We can ask
Fatous? Oh, that was intentional.
What are you doing here?
They put your brother in Genshin. What?
Protect Cappy Cat.
I mean,
Brother will get mad at me.
he doesn't get this way. That was the thing.
Forget the cap. It's your brother we're looking for.
What happened to him?
Nothing. He has a fever. He's just a little delirious, that's all. I don't have to tell you anything. Go bother someone else.
This
Seems kind of
island
sus.
belongs to our friend. You better watch what you say, mister.
What? I thought this island was uninhabited. That's why we came here to... Never mind.
What's that machine for?
Fine. I'll tell you, but then you need to leave me alone. It's a new kind of energy generator that I invented. We were simply looking for a deserted island to test it.
They're satisfied. Oh. Like we told you, this island is ours. Do not impede our vacation.
Yeah, and if you don't do as you're told, we'll, oh, we'll take his cap!
Please don't!
Stop crying! Alright, I promise we'll stay within this area. Okay?
By the way, why is there smoke coming out of your machine?
Because the cursed thing is broken. As much as I hate to say it, our tests did not go to plan. We were getting ready to leave anyway.
Oh, well, just see yourselves out whenever you're ready. Bye!
Come on, let's go.
Interesting.
Okay.
Paimon can't believe
Maybe.
we have to deal with the Fatui during our
I don't
vacation.
know. It's no, definitely not normal behavior for the Fatui.
Why would the Fatui appear in such an isolated corner of the world? Whatever their reasons, it's likely more complicated than we might think. Even though we're on vacation, we should stay vigilant.
I agree.
Also, in the interests of keeping the ladies in good spirits, I have a suggestion. Let's keep this between us for now. Let them enjoy their vacation, while the Traveler and I deal with any potential threats. What do you think?
Makes sense, I'm in.
You're so considerate, Kazuha.
What in the world?
Paimon, you flatter me.
Why would you say
I simply
that?
don't think it's worth ruining anyone's vacation over a trivial matter like this. The scenery is beautiful. I hope all of us can enjoy ourselves here.
Let me guess, the end of Act 1? No, not yet. Gotta return to the camp now. I wouldn't doubt it though if there's like seashells to get around here, or listen to. Because it looks like this time, not collecting them, but instead listening to them, I guess. Kind of like collecting the tape recorders or voxophones for background information of the place, just like BioShock. That's more like it. Oh, here we are.
We're back!
Just in time. So, Traveler, Paimon, who do you think the real swimming champion is? Me or Fischl?
Utter my supreme name and see how Lady Magistus, the presumptuous, is reduced
Oh, no
to
way.
bitter tears.
The delusion or the illusion of choice. It's just now. It's just I'll go with whatever Paimon says. Whoever Paimon says is the winner.
Oh, no you don't. Don't put this on Paimon.
Oh, wise Paimon. Surely you can discern who the true winner
Oh,
is.
yep. I knew it. The illusion of choice, as always with
The
Genshin.
time to show your loyalty is nigh.
Wait. Shouldn't Paimon get some food in her first? Poor thing looks starving after such a long trek out.
Michelle's giving off Britney Spears vibes. Look.
Thank you, Xinyan.
Yes, we did walk quite a long way.
Right? While you were off doing your own things, I caught us some seafood and picked us a few fruits. They taste real good barbecued.
Now that you mention it, I'm getting a little peckish myself.
I too.
Well, there's plenty to go around, so dig in. I can't say I've got the culinary skills of my chef friend, but I promise you'll at least eat your fill.
Time to eat.
Inviting Lady Xinyan here was an astute decision indeed.
Paimon's done talking. You guys carry on if you want to go hungry.
Kind of weird how it's like the boot walking sounds
I love
when they're on
that
sand.
barbecue smell. This tastes amazing.
Impressive.
Since Xinyan made dinner for us, allow me to take charge of breakfast tomorrow.
Great, looking forward to it already.
Paimon too. Oh, Traveler, you forgot about something. Let's talk over there.
Huh. Really? What the? What the? What? Huh? That's weird.
That old thing with the Fatui is bothering you too, right? Well, remember the bomb thing that Venti gave us? We can contact him using that. Wait, no, not a bomb. Venti said it's called a Dodo communication device.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, let's ask Venti if he knows anything. He always seems clued in on everything, so if there's any intel floating around, he'll definitely know about it.
Oh yeah. What in the world?
Hey, miss me already?
Hi, Vin, it's me.
I know that. You're the only person who can contact me on this thing.
How come you're sneezing?
I'm at the cat's tail. So many cats. They gave me some allergy medicine, but it's not working. Okay, go on then. What are you calling about?
Paimon, tell him.
Could you be any lazier?
I'm watching there at another tab.
Alright, well, Venti, there's some strange things going on this island. We ran into the Fatui.
The Fatui? Yeah, they're everywhere, aren't they? The Cryo Archon's minions are a capable crew. I'd be more surprised if they hadn't shown up yet.
But they're ruining our vacation.
Really? But, you sound fine. They can't have caused you too much trouble, surely. Or, if they did, I'm sure you have everything under control by now.
Yeah, but something just doesn't feel right. That's why we came to you. Don't you have any information for us?
I haven't heard anything new about the Fatui. But don't worry. I may be a lowly tone-deaf bard, but you may contact me whenever you need me. I mean, I can't promise I'll be of much help, but at least you'll have someone to talk to, right? Sometimes just talking things through is enough to calm a worried mind.
Honestly.
Adventuring is what you do best. It's only natural to encounter a few surprises when you head somewhere new, but just remember...
Oh yeah, today was really sunny out today. It was actually really nice. That makes me wish I would have went out and did something, but I don't know what I would have done. That's the thing. Other than walk around town. Or jog, you know, to be more fit and exercise, do an exercise.
It was the wind that carried them there. Don't worry, my friends. The wind will always be with you.
And play the forest.
I have to go now. My performance in the Cat's Tail is starting any second.
Okay, Bob. So, he means we don't need to worry too much about the Fatui,
On
right?
for me today. Damn. Yeah, like earlier this morning, it was like all foggy and stuff, and then it cleared up, and then it was just like, oh, nice weather.
Well, if that's what the tone-deaf bard says, then fingers crossed we'll have a peaceful and relaxing vacation where nothing weird happens at all. When you go off on a long trip with your friends, the important thing is to have fun.
Okay, now let's probably end of Act 1. Yep, there we go. And then the next one starts at some point here. Reminiscent resume. Oh. Okay. As for this is a character outfit. Even if I got it, can I still get it? Even if I don't have the character himself. Summertime Odyssey. Phantasmal Conscious collected. Yeah, yep. Okay, so there's a couple pictures to find and a couple more conscious to listen to. But other than that, though, the conscious definitely do go towards the phantasmal conscious collected for sure in the Sojourner's song. And oh yeah, it looks like more conscious to find for these songs, then yeah.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin de
Damn, she always does that, I swear. But yeah, it looks like a decent, like, outfit, I guess. It's not really that bad, I suppose. Looks okay. Stripping and doing a catwalk, what the heck? Event details. Ooh, no way. Surf Piercer, oh yep. Of course this will be the first, obviously. So there's like 6 challenges. And obviously doing all this stuff will result in more an Imperial invitation. And oh yeah, here's the official constellation, a free official if anything I can get. Even though if I already have her, I could just get a constellation, I guess. Total iridescent plot Sam collected. So I gotta spend that much, holy crap. So what is there for stuff in here? Obviously I feel like the first priority would be getting this thing, Crown of Insight, first. And then we could talk about getting official constellation. And then there's obviously Yoimiya that made a return recently. I don't know how long this is going to be around for. 14 more days it looks like. But yeah. There's definitely a lot of like primos I could be getting now. Go to the Falcon Coast. Oh yeah, this is like another event that's like involves D-Luke, I believe. Hence why there's like a thing to get D-Luke's outfit, I guess. I don't really know why, but yeah. Rest until the following day. 6. So that mean by the time I got that quest, it should be like technically this, right? Oh yeah. You're still half asleep. You can make out the sound of people talking.
Wake up! Traveler, wake up!
But I can't leave Paimon unintended.
Oh, thank goodness you're awake. Paimon has good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
Probably the bad news.
Okay, Paimon, sorry. Wake up, something's happened.
Okay. I just realized what the hell the Traveler did.
Okay, bad news first. The bad news is something weird's going on with this island. And the good news is it seems like it has nothing to do with what we came across yesterday. Today is a different issue entirely.
And what might that be?
Ah, look, she's awake.
What?
Careful not to frighten her. She's probably just like the others. Humans. Such delicate little things.
What in the world?
How are you doing, mate? Feeling a little fragile?
So, as you can see, the boat can talk.
I'll just go back to sleep for a bit.
No! Avoidance isn't gonna solve anything!
Poor soul. Imagine being scared of talking squirrels and boats.
Ha! Well, we can't blame her. After
What the
all, humans
world?
aren't quite accustomed to hearing things like us talk.
Now yet again, so see you maybe. Alright, well I'll see you later. Just be careful and take care. I'll keep doing this for a bit.
Of course.
A talking boat though was
Otherwise,
a
how would we
The
communicate
Legend of
with
Zelda
others who
Wind
weren't
Waker
kind?
after all.
So in other words, we suddenly gained the ability to understand you? Huh. How strange.
Maybe you've gained some intelligence. Congratulations.
So you're finally awake. Time to rise and shine.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, we went for a little walk. The enchanting scenery and pleasant weather here soothes the body and mind.
Everything is fine, except that some places are a little peculiar.
Oh, the servants of darkness have descended. Rejoice, for the return of the Immernachtreich is nigh.
Mein Fräulein means that this is an unexpected development, and she has never seen anything like this before.
No, that's not even close to what she said.
Oh, my apologies. Please take that as my own opinion.
After last night, there have been some unusual spectacles on this island.
Yes, swimming birds, flying squirrels, the sun and moon in the sky together. Some of these sights only lasted for a moment, but that doesn't make it any less bizarre.
I heard a strange flapping sound on the island, but didn't see a single flying creature around.
There was also a peculiar floral scent on the wind. Though there are many flowers on this island, that scent did not resemble any of them.
Seems to me like whatever these things are, they aren't visible to the naked eye.
I tried to perform a divination, but my scryglass showed only a chaotic mess that was impossible to decipher.
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. What have we gotten ourselves into?
I had resolved to summon the Immernachtreich in this land, but now we observe these puzzling phenomena. Could this be the spawn of the condemned, trying to thwart my sacred endeavor?
Wait, you don't think Alice could be behind all this, do you?
It's not impossible.
But if it really was her, it wouldn't make sense to do all this.
Look at them, old chap. Seems we scared the pants off them.
Aye, well, they've never seen anything like this before. This old boat sailed all over the briny seas in its time, and tried talking to many a sailor too. But in all that time, not a single person has ever spoken back.
Exactly. If it weren't for this environment, who would have thought humans would be able to chat with us?
This environment? What do you mean by that?
Oh, the environment. Could it be that the environment is what's interfering with my divinations?
Feels like I might still be.
Even if you were, dreams aren't supposed to become reality, right? And a dream won't make you suddenly understand boats and squirrels.
What's wrong?
Look, over there!
What in the world? It looks like Inazuma, kind of.
An illusion? No, it felt too real to be an illusion.
Those things we saw flickering in and out. That's exactly what I saw earlier this morning.
Does this mean the Imanakrish is real?
Wait, what?
Behold, the Imanakrish has come, just as your Prinzessin had prophesied. Come, my people, a new chapter awaits us.
Oh my god.
Indeed,
it really is just like a teen or something.
We all have witnessed this miracle with our own eyes.
Coming up with all this stuff
and
in her
now
mouth.
is the time to celebrate the
Then it's like, wait,
creation
what?
of a new world. Rejoice.
Welcome to the Imanakrish.
She looks so happy. Paimon doesn't have the heart to interrupt her right now.
Oh, she doesn't seem surprised in the slightest. Does that just come with being an experienced adventurer, or...?
If this isn't an illusion, we ought to go and investigate.
I got an idea. If you hurt yourself in a dream, you wake up right away, don't you?
Yes, you have a point.
Right? So come on, Kazuha. Hit me.
I'd rather not. How about you hit me instead?
But that'll hurt real bad.
Hey, there'll be no need for any of that. Just leave it to us. Hey, Traveler, can Paimon hit you?
What are you talking about?
I like your senses of humor, me hearties. An illusion. So, talking boats and squirrels are just an illusion to humans, huh?
Now, it's understandable, old chap. Haven't you heard? As humans grow older, they forget many important things and lose many of their abilities.
Aye, so they do. A pity, to be sure. Thinking back, in all those years I spent sailing with the fleet, I would have never imagined that one day I'd be laughing over something like this. Well then, me lads and lasses, don't you want to take a wee gander at all the places you're so curious about?
Of course, but how do we get there?
Look, here.
At what?
Blimey, at me, of course. Oh, that's right. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm the smartest ship you'll find in all of these parts. The name's... just call me whatever takes your fancy.
Don't you have a name?
That I do. I just can't remember it. All I know is that I came here from Inazuma.
In that case, Paimon shall name you... Mitaboru! How's that? All the other ships in Inazuma seem to have names ending in Ru, too.
Mitaboru. Ha! That'll do nicely. You're lucky to have met me. I can sail through the choppiest seas with ease. There isn't a wave out there that can capsize me. So, come aboard, and I'll take you wherever you'd like to go.
How very kind of you, old chap. Unlike that Animo Archon who abandoned us here.
The Animo Archon?
You know, the Animo Archon of Mondstadt. Don't you know? Some of these islands used to be Mondstadt's mountaintops. Once upon a time, the Animo Archon sliced them off to neaten the place up and chucked them into the ocean. My great great-grandfather was on one of the mountaintops and got sent flying here along with it. Wretched Animo Archon.
How could that happen?
And we've been living here for generations since then. Fortunately, there were a few other squirrel families that got stranded on these islands as well, so we built ourselves a kingdom here. The good thing is that there are no predators or competitors around. All the pine cones on this island are ours for the taking. The bad thing is, we're stuck here.
Didn't see that coming. Sounds like the Immernachtreich is a kingdom of squirrels.
Hold thy tongue!
Paimon, please do not make such slanderous statements. The Immernachtreich is, of course, a kingdom of night ravens.
Hey, lad. Yes, you. You're from Inazuma, aye? That makes us brothers. Ha! Every young lad of Inazuma has to pluck up the courage to set sail on an adventure one day. So, are you coming?
To set sail is to leave one's homeland and travel far away.
Aye. You need lots of courage and just a dash of heartlessness. 'Cause once you leave, you may never return. But if you stay, you're forever a prisoner in your own heart.
Inspiring words, Mitoboru. And you're right. The Wanderer's spirit runs in my blood. I'll go with you. My friends, are you coming too? I want to take a look at the strange phenomena on that island. Also, I smell ancient timber and waterproof varnish on this boat. The scent is indeed from Inazuma, so I believe he speaks the truth.
Huh. Well, what does everyone think?
Oz, lay down the gangplank. Thy princessin shall take to the seas.
Let's all go. It'll definitely be an experience.
Oh boy.
Ha! Great. And we're off.
Safe travels. Hey, friend. Your eyes betray your thoughts. You still look very bemused. How come now? Do you see me acting surprised at the sudden arrival of you and your party? Well then, I'm sure we can get along quite amicably. If you want to know where the most scrumptious pine cones are, come find me anytime. Mondstadt, I wonder what it's really like.
Oh, it's something.
Good going, lads and lassies.
The city of freedom, if you would.
Your bravery. How long have you been here? Oh, it's not your first time. Ha! Well, I never.
A talking boat, though. This really must be just inspiration from The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, the King of Lions, I believe, the King of Red Lions, or whatever his name is. That boat that can talk and whatnot. There is this going on over here. I might fight these enemies.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Ooh, interesting.
Out! Meanie! Crumble apart! Starball!
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, jeez. Oh, ouch.
another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
No way, for once you're able to kill the enemies. Or at least I was able to kill the enemies for once. From afar. Sniper style.
I'll race you there.
Yeah, I sort of got it every time I try to switch to Amber, and like when it comes to the starter team like this, using this team. Sort of guy, she always gets like smacked like really hard whenever I just try to pull her out. It's just almost like the game just yelling at me in this moment, just like, hey, don't use her. Like, what have I told you? Stop using this character. Alright. Oh jeez, okay, I need a... Alright, there we go. Moving on. As far as I know, this most likely without a doubt gonna have like full on 3 acts, and then third one's gonna be like the finishing up kind of part and doing God knows what. Involving these islands. Oh, jeez, sorry. Yeah, I was looking away for like a bit. Trying to...
We're almost there. Please take all your personal belongings with you, and mind your step as you disembark.
Talking ship. No way.
Dodge this!
Yeah, that's the only problem with this. It's just their health is just gonna keep resetting until I come over to them.
Freeze!
Kinda like how it's like Mondstadt battle music. From Mondstadt anyways. It's a pretty nice touch. Just to kinda say, hey, this was once part of Mondstadt. Okay, that was kinda weird.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Yeah, I definitely recognize some of these soundtracks from the Golden Apple Archipelago, the previous event. Or a long time ago, not really a long time ago, well I guess in Genshin, in terms of Genshin, kind of a long time ago. Of the, that one event or whatever. It's kind of crazy how much this game has evolved though, since then.
Look! There's something over there!
It's... Let's take a closer look.
What is this? So obviously activating these not only reveal more of the map, but I believe, yeah, it should give me primos as well.
Well, I certainly didn't expect to see you here.
This is a bonsai pot, right? It's nice, but it looks like it's been a little neglected.
This bonsai was in my family for many generations. I saw it once in a Tenryo Commission warehouse, but it looked quite different from how it does now. At that time, there was a withered tree inside.
Why would someone keep the
Withered
plant in
tree
there
inside?
if it's dead?
It's a way of sending a secret message. It indicated that there was something hidden inside the flower pot. There was a letter buried down at the bottom, which told of an ancient secret in my clan. I did not take the bonsai with me after reading the letter, which means it should still be in the warehouse now. I wonder who removed the plant and placed the pot here.
Oh yeah, that was from that event or whatever, the last event,
So the
or a couple of events
bonsai
ago
pot
at this
belonged
point.
to your ancestors? Seems a shame to leave it empty like this. Huh. Kazuha, what do you think about maybe putting a little something inside it?
All right. Though I still don't understand why it has appeared here, I can give that a try.
What in the world? What is happening?
I knew it wasn't gonna be that simple.
Where's Kazuha?
Oh, yeah. Everyone's here, except for Kazuha.
Kazuha! Where are you? Are you okay?
No response. Well, let's keep an eye out for him.
Look at the decor here. It's like the inside of a grand mansion. I don't think this is a perilous maze. It's somebody's home. Most curious. What secrets lie within this place I shall surely uncover.
Oh boy. The prismatic rampart can be used to fire arrows of different colorations. You can adjust the prismatic rampart's angles of elevation, depression, and rotation to allow it to hit targets in different positions. Prismatic seals of certain colors can be dispelled by arrows of the same color fired by prismatic ramparts. There are 3 different colors for seals and arrows. After you have picked up a prismatic gem, you can unlock a new arrow color at the prismatic rampart. Interesting, okay. So it's like this puzzle type stuff going on. When I was looking through some old books today, I found my father's old notes. I read them, of course, you wouldn't mind, as I expected most of the content concerned foraging techniques as well as tricks on how to handle certain ores. The tail end featured a number of hand-drawn drafts, mostly bonsai.
It looks like this letter was written by Kazuha's father.
Uh-huh.
Bonsai plants really does run in the family. But the fact that we're even here and could see his father's notes, it just seems so unbelievable.
Huh. Okay, now I'll operate the device and investigate further. Interesting. Is that all there is around here, or what?
Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there.
What? What's different?
I'll race you there.
It's like a chest here, but I don't know how you get it. Oh, makes sense now. Okay, is any items gonna spill out, or is it just gonna be like put? Oh yeah, it's just gonna be put into my inventory. Okay. Okay, this place is really weird. What the heck? Okay, so there is this, but I don't know where this will go. It's green. Okay. So I'm trying to check, where does this go? Guess so. So boom. Boom. Oh, makes sense. Maybe. Okay, boom, boom. And then boom, okay. I think I understand everything now. That changed the color too. Oh no. Wait, where do I find the other color then? Somewhere beyond here or something? To my dear father, Kadira, Kagaru.
Looks like a letter Kazuha wrote while he was traveling.
Oh, what a sad letter.
Lord Kazuha.
Oh no. This ain't really gonna do anything though, is the thing. It's not the right color. Yeah, it's not gonna do much. It's not gonna do anyone any favors. Collection room, unknown chamber. Here we are.
Day. Dodge this. Don't get frostbite.
Shade!
Cheap tricks.
No escape!
See no more. Now this.
Let's spark things up a little.
Freeze. Cheap tricks. Dodge this. Get the fairy. This moment will be frozen in time.
Test my blade. One strike will suffice. That won't work. You will down. This one can stand a bit of this.
Going somewhere?
Freeze!
No one escapes my sight.
Come a little closer. Blitz.
My blade!
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
My blade!
Freeze! Cool it!
To the fairy!
This will be frozen.
Finally, No.
The dojo. Wait, what? Collection room. Alright, this should be it though, right? Oh shit. Okay, that was kind of close, but I was able to make it work. Okay, so I guess everything should just go into my inventory, correct? Yes, sir. Okay. Alright, on to the unknown chamber, I guess. When you find melodic memory, you can pick them up and carry them with you. Place them in a special shrine to cause certain changes in the surrounding area. Okay, interesting. So I need to find 2 of these things, huh? I think. Maybe, I don't know. I don't see anything. Okay. There we have it. To wherever this will lead me. Door of resurrection activated. Okay, alright, so I'm trying to figure things out here, so obviously I don't think I could change the color to this one, because it doesn't have any colors yet, so yeah. Listen, huh?
The flesh resides in society, while the heart, Kazuha, the future of this clan will one day be in your hands. When that time comes, remember to always stay true to yourself.
I heard an old man say something about the Kaedeharas.
Sounds like it might be Kazuha's grandfather.
Oh yeah.
Listen carefully, Kazuha. A Kaedehara blade is not forged for the purpose of harming people.
Okay, well there goes one. I guess the other one goes right here.
Father, what are you carving?
It's a rock garden. I'm modeling it after the scenery I saw on my travels abroad. It'll go in my bonsai later. Work has been so busy these years, I've barely had a moment to spend with my grandson. I hope he doesn't take after me. When he's older, he should get out there and see more of the world.
I believe
yeah, I guess
the
so,
other
he did.
voice belongs to Lord Kazuha's father.
Oh, I see. We have ventured into Lord Kazuha's memory.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there you are.
Huh? Where did you all go?
This place is a maze. We all got trapped inside except for you.
I've been stuck in this room the whole time and can't seem to find a way out. I have to say, this place looks a lot like my childhood bedroom.
If this is your home, why would you be trapped here? Is the maze trying to keep you out?
Oh jeez. He took us up at everything that just happened.
It appears that this whole maze is modeled after my family home. And all the conversations you heard in there are in fact words once spoken by my father and grandfather. You said that the maze is trying to keep me out. Indeed. I'm the only one unable to explore this place.
I think these unusual structures are some kind of mirage. According to what Kazuha said, all this seems to be constructed based on Kazuha's memory.
But why should Lord Kazuha be the only one excluded?
Maybe that comes from me too. To me, what is past is gone. Everything in the world is guided by its own rules, and as for people, we can never relive the past. I think that this belief is the reason why the mirage was keeping me out.
Oh, I can get behind that. It's a very sensible way of looking at things.
All our thoughts have consequences. I don't consider it strange, and I don't think it's anything you should be worried about. We got in here by touching the bonsai, didn't we? So perhaps, if we touch it again...
Oh yeah.
We're back!
Hey, look! That whole mountain's changed completely.
Oh.
Wait. Everyone, I might have an explanation. The changes in the mirage could be related to the bonsai. My father once mentioned that this pot was originally part of a collection belonging to my great-grandfather. He adored his bonsai and always took great care of them. When our family fell upon hard times, my grandfather traveled far and wide looking for a way to save the clan. However, during that time, my great-grandfather became gravely ill. He knew my grandfather had no interest in bonsai, so before his death, he gave most of his carefully crafted bonsai away. This is the only one he retained.
Huh.
To hide the letter with that secret in it, right?
Yes, and to give his son something to remember him by. My grandfather returned quickly as he could, but my great-grandfather had already passed away. They never got the chance to say goodbye to each other before the end. After that, my grandfather would spend long periods of time standing in front of this bonsai, lost in thought. Eventually, he started to make his own bonsai. Unlike his father, he preferred arranging rock gardens instead of plants.
Rock gardens.
Perhaps influenced by my grandfather, my father also took a liking to crafting bonsai. Back then, our courtyard was filled with all kinds of them. And this flower pot was passed down to me as a family treasure. It's certainly no coincidence that it appeared here and became the entrance to the Mirage. It's almost as if it's giving me a chance to make up for past regrets. There was once a time when the Kaidaharas were an illustrious clan in Inazuma. After the Raiden Gokaden incident, our clan's fortunes took a turn for the worse. By the time of my generation, our downfall was complete. Later, I fled Inazuma as I didn't want to be arrested. With no one left in the Kaidahara clan, the authorities confiscated everything in our home, including this bonsai. Like my ancestors before me, I think I'd like to try it out for myself. Recreate a favorite scene from my travels, and place it into this pot.
Oh.
Since the contents of this bonsai affect the Mirage, I'd at least like to try my hand at making something. But what style? Should I use plants for the bonsai, like my great-grandfather? Or rocks, like my father and grandfather? Perhaps a rock garden would suit me better.
So do you need any supplies to make this bonsai?
I think I'll need a set of tools and some rocks that can be carved and made into decorations.
Got it. We'll help you look.
We might just get lucky. If the pot's here, then surely other stuff related to crafting bonsai can't be far away.
I concur. Lord Kazuha, take heart in your search. For my retinue and I shall help you retrieve your missing treasures.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, where? All the way up there, my good golly. It's getting kind of late though, so I don't know, I might stop it here. Well, yeah. So, I don't know. Hopefully next time on, do my dailies and all that stuff, get out of the way first before I start streaming, and continue with this. It's getting kind of late though, and I kind of do want to be able to do other things as well, so I'm gonna stop streaming here. Also, for anyone, I guess for anyone who's watching this stream VOD on my channel, I guess, I'll see you guys around. And take care and all that. I'll see you later.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Yeah, goodbye.